Oh, okay. And we're back, everybody. I have no idea what's going on with the internet today, but that's the second time it's cut out in like an hour. Uh, I don't even know if, yeah. Uh, what was I trying to say? Right. Um, with the hiccups in the stream quality, I think we might just call it there because, you know, I don't, unless anybody has any questions that I can address before calling it there. Either at the moment, the primary of my knowledge is regards to the decorating system, but I do have a bit more. In a nutshell, it is a lot of fun. We will be um, like we will be streaming more of this tomorrow after, or not after, during the downtime for Palia because the patch notes aren't going to have a lot to them. So yeah, since the patch notes aren't going to have a lot to them, might as well do something else. And there are ads. Speaking of which, we got. Oh, that's neat. Thank you for the update. Yeah. Okay. Well, Joy Plants, my since you're subscribed, so you're luckily not seeing the ads, probably, most likely, right? Fair enough. So yeah, and yeah, it looks like it's just you and oh, I guess other people have popped back in. I mean, fair. So I guess I'll wait for the ads to be finished and then ask people if they need any help. But um, yeah. Oh, I hope we don't start having the same issue that we were running into last year, that the streams were like cutting out left, right, and center, because that would make me very annoyed because I wanted to change service providers and my roommates were just like, no, why would we do that? And I'm just like, because the number of outages for our service provider is not great. And there's no seemingly no rhyme or reason to the outages. And like last year at least, I got like gaslit left, right, and center that they're just like, "Oh yeah, it's fixed now. It's fixed now." And I'm just like, "Is it though?" Welcome back from the ads. Anyone who has decided to pop back in. For the most part, I was just mentioning to Drake Lance here that we are probably just going to call the stream unless anybody has any questions that they need assistance with. And you know, in this case, if people need Palia help instead, we can also do that. But keep in mind that tomorrow's a new patch, and chances are some glitch is going to break. The question is just which one. Um. So yeah. But I just before the internet cuts out again for the third time. Yeah. Thank you for popping in and joining everybody, though. As always, it's greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. And what else? If anybody wants to connect for Heartopia specifically, uh, the kind of Tiny Dragon Studios Discord is set up that like there is a small, it's not a super developed Heartopia section, but you know there's a little bit, and I have it set up so the um, daily codes will get sent there. And if anybody has any Heartopia questions, they can reach out either via that Tiny Dragon Studios Discord or just shoot me a private message over Discord. But yeah, have that one's just gonna bring up the uh, yeah. I actually have the I closed automatic Tiny Dragon, so no, it's all good. It's actually a good thing that I closed the or I turned off automatic Tiny Dragon because it does say in the like list of stuff that that should be the way to like link it, but that one just still goes to unofficial Palia housing. I just have not updated yet. There we go. That was interesting. I went to like generate uh a new join link, and then the system was just like, no, you said no more join links. There's one, go press the copy button. And it was like, fine. So yeah. Um Also, we can connect via that Discord for Heartopia if anybody wants to like do like like friend adding and whatnot. I haven't done any or too much of like the multiplayer stuff. Done a little bit of it, but it was kind of peculiar. There was you can hold hands with another person and they can basically just like drag you around the map. And I was so confused. Part of, that was the moment when I was just like, I think I'm not going to accept any random friend requests anymore. But yeah. Oh right. And good news. I mean, it's not the best sync in the world, but it works. And like the toilet paper roll is technically listed as a paper towel roll, but it works. So our bathroom's a bit more developed. Have not found a soap thing yet. I'm assuming it probably exists. You can like go up into the collections tab and then look at like special furniture. That would probably be in like decorates, maybe. Or no, wait, bathroom. There is another vanity. So like this one that has a bit more of everything. I just haven't come across that at the. You can only get these at the furniture shop. And that one's not the overkill. That one is. That one's the gold toilet. Yep, I don't even know where it comes from. Uh, some kind of treasure voyage. I have not run into it yet. There's apparently an entire set of like golden house complete with golden paper roll. Uh, I mean, I assume like if you look at the colors over here, it'll probably look a bit better when you get into game. You are just like determined to be obstinate, eh, May? Don't get me wrong, I love you for it, but oh, that's horrid. Right, you did mention that you have a meeting coming up. I also feel you on that one. Actually, no, wait, no, I don't. We have a Chinook, so I have a whole different issue. My head feels like it's in a vice. So it went from I think it was like minus 22 or minus 25, and now it's plus 12. Mm. So, yay. Was yup. Needless to say, the snow is in the it's that time that we experience something called sublimation. Uh, and that's where water or not water, snow skips the water stage and just vaporizes. It goes from snow to vapor. So, yeah, it it is. Right, I forgot to show my cat, or I kind of showed my cat earlier, but we love Tiger Jr. He's so cute. And the cats are free to play, or are in the free to play system. I mean, there's no gotcha, but like I will. Let me see if they need food. Or yeah, doesn't need food. Okay, we'll see. We'll see later. When you go to the adoption center for the kittens and puppies, you know, they did not exclude dog people. There is. Oh yeah, I would be such. The thing is, it would be fascinating. I would be simultaneously probably a great person to have on a development team and a terrible person to have on a development team. And like players would probably have very mixed feelings about me because like I've mentioned on several occasions how to make Hallia more profitable. But yes, so there's like Welsh corgis. I've run into a lot of Welsh corgis. This little friend is a rural dog. I'm not sure what breed that's supposed to be, but these change on. Okay, so I can't even go and see them. So these change every single day, basically, and that's kind of why I have not gotten a puppy yet, because I wanted to see more of the dogs. Interesting. So we can't even see. I mean, fair enough. Theoretically, there is a sheepdog, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. Because I won't get into it. I like Shelties. We like the Shetland sheepdogs here. Mess in their file. Yeah, yeah. I would definitely be. I would, yeah, because I don't mind like going through files and scanning through and just being like, so there's all of this in the game or all of this is not in the game. Can we delete this code? Do we need this code? Is it ever coming into the game? Yes, no. It seems simplistic, but yeah. So there's also a lot of RNG in this game, which I mean, what game doesn't? Especially one that is so largely based on gacha. You saw that you can hijack someone's. Yeah, yeah, yes. If anyone's scooter disappears, you can always utilize this button here to summon it back. I have no idea if you can summon it back while someone's riding it. That would be hysterical. But yeah, it did happen to Fleurs. I don't know whether to laugh at that or I don't know. Don't. I don't know. You get your own scooter eventually, everybody. Just do the MSQ. So yeah, this set here is where Googly Eyes bridge came from. Yeah. For myself at least, I didn't mean to pinch the scooter. And it could 100% be that like Flares didn't mean to like pinch somebody's scooter either. As I said, they all look the same. And when you go up to the scooter, like it doesn't say this is a tiny dragon scooter. Oh, she totally meant to? Oh, okay. Trying not to judge. But Fleurs is apparently going through her delinquent phase. Oh, it was from a friend? Okay. But yeah, this is the minimalist set that you can pick up following her scooter screaming. What? I don't have words. Yeah, the one system I haven't been able to get around thus far has been like we haven't technically been able to like I mean there's a little bit of floating that we've been able to do sorry merging have not been able to merge things. It is almost happened again. Basically just hit X. um Import current home into oh okay. Who let me try? I I don't know, some big guy with a um with a beard. We we treat this moped like it's a BMX bike because what what the heck, why not? Okay, let's complete this heckin' blueprint quest. So it wants us to import Import current home. Um, we're just gonna put 0112 lit. Fair enough. Whatever. GTA Heartopia. My word. May has become a menace to society. I mean, but also like we've been dealing with Palia for how long? And yeah, Singularity 6 breaks people. No, actually, there kind of is. At least I've been booped by one person at least. But yeah, you just get like shoved out of the way. Oh yeah, it's definitely like there's definitely been some tit for tat in that, but you know, mutually bad for each other's mental health. Yeah, whatever. I was trying to switch from like Spotify to like the in-game music. Um, okay. It wants us to edit the blueprint, so we're just gonna pick up some stuff. Technically is an edit. Good time to remind people that there is a back button. It's great when you are deleting stuff and just like, I didn't want to delete that. Fiddlesticks. But it's also great if we want to like, or like the blueprint system anyway is great in a conceptual standpoint. Oh, that was great. Not sure people mentioned or saw that. Let me see if we can go back. Yeah, when you pick up something that has something else on top of it, it picks up both things. At least in this mode, which makes sense. All right, enjoy making your dinner, hon. And we will see you tomorrow. Hey, Brooke. Aside from having some connection issues with the stream, it's been fantastic so far. But aside from that, am I still loving Heartopia? 110%. Okay, so we are going to switch this wall over to here, then over to there. Your negative energy was disrupting the connection? I mean, maybe. I doubt it, though. And then just by, or we can now raise up this section to make the architecture a little bit more interesting. Uh, all that being said, a faster way to do this than what I'm doing right now, especially since we're in like the blueprint mode. So like deleting things doesn't really hurt your pocketbook. Um, so we can just do this, do that, and then pull all the way. Isn't that slick? And let's just move that up there for now. I feel like the connection is about to cut out again. I think we used these one. Oh, no, we did not. I always click on the black ones just by default, and then I'm just like, wait, hold it. The black ones are metal by. To get the other coloration, we would need to. That's okay. Let's swap to these stairs. They have more color options. Ah, fiddlesticks. But since we're here, I also want to show how to do stuff like what I was just doing with the stairs a bit more efficiently rather than like placing it down and then coloring it. You 100% can do that. Another way that you can do it is to, for starters, I'm gonna boop, and hit this button down here before you place the first one, and then color it beforehand. Pretty sure that's the coloration we did. Yeah. And then you hit confirm. Once you click the check mark down here, it will keep the same coloration for every other one that you place down. Let's see, what else do we want to do? We want to add some windows. That's part of the reason why we raised it ever so slightly is because these nice windows here, if you remove If you remove half of a wall, then these become floor to ceiling windows. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't know. People have often asked like what kind of a house I would build in Palia. This is it. It it would be a lot of glass. Technically, this room with all of these like floor to ceiling windows should be higher than ground level. It's just so people can't look directly into a bedroom space. So this space over here shouldn't be a bedroom. It should be some type of auxiliary room. Yeah, it's okay. May we're the dichotomy. I adore light. But light isn't for everybody. You two live under a rock. I mean, fair. Let's swap out that one. Since we're here. Hmm, maybe we shouldn't. Bedroom, kitchen. Okay. I can only assume this system here, like the filtering system, has some growing pains to work through. Hmm, which, I mean, fair. Yeah, that's. But the biggest issue I'm like running into at the moment with this house is like, what on God's green earth, or where should I put the stairs if I do like it go up? I'm just like, maybe I should just restart like the whole design rather than like figuring out how to piecemeal together like an actual secondary level to this house that, you know, was not designed to have a secondary level. Oh, I mean, I have stairs. That's a building material that you get. I have actual stairs, but it's just and they don't take up too much space. personally, those are the ones that I would like to use for this type of design because they are a bit more modern. However, they are like listed as like metal stairs, and if you go up to them, you can see that they are like that kind of metal that is industrial, and it's just like, okay, interesting. Interesting choice was made there. Uh, all right. One thing to note about using the like blueprint system, if you are making one from scratch, and make sure to save often, because it will automatically save periodically, but do not trust that the last save point or the last time it automatically saved was where like before you or sorry, not before, after you finish doing changes. It's basically a bit of advice from one of my drafting instructors. Save often. Save before you go to the bathroom. Save before you if you go AFK, save your drawing. If you get up to stretch, save your drawing. Because at any time your computer could cut out. Your your system could go down. And then your progress could be lost. Kitan, how did you get outside? You were inside. I closed the door. Apparently, my cat is a fourth dimensional cat. It just like it does what he wants, but it's okay. Control S is your nervous tick. That's fair. All cats do what they want. Also fair. Is it going to apply? Yeah, apply. It wants me to apply a blueprint. Which I mean, to be fair, you could, or let's see. So if we just like import our current home and like how it looks now, and then view and just apply our current. Yeah, okay, it counted it. So you don't actually have to change anything for that as a node. With more practice, you might become an incredible home designer someday. Go fly a kite, Bob. Yeah. Be sure to tune in for tomorrow where I start going into the gacha system a little bit. But that being said, we are, now that I have gone or finished that bit for the town guide, as a note, when you finish the town guides, make sure you go and uh, like go in. This is not automatically complete, so you need to go back into the guide and select the reward. So yeah, is it silly? Yes, but you know, it's the free to play side of things. Anywho, on that note, we are going to call it for today. This today has been such a mess. But stay tuned for future Mondays. We might do a short Heartopia stream if you know, people seem to be uh, enjoying it as much as I have. Hey, sweet. And there's somebody that will be, or that's on my following list that is streaming Heartopia. So we're just gonna raid in, or we're gonna raid into. Uh, I always struggle with their name. The Nom. I'm just gonna, yeah, the Nom Nommer. I think. I'm sure she says it much more fluidly than I just did. But yeah, from what I remember, she is very lovely. It's been a hot minute since we raided into them. But yeah, just in case anybody else uh, wanted to continue watching some Heartopia content. But of course, before I let everyone go, just that little reminder that I do end every stream with that I have been and I always will be a tiny dragon with the most titanic dreams. I will always, always hope that you, wherever you may be in this wide, vast world, please keep your dreams just as big, my darlings. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. All right. Thanks for joining, and we will see you soon.